Welcome to SST Edupedia. I, DIVYA Pandey, Assistant Professor in SST College of Arts and Commerce. Today we are going to start Logic Gate for BSc.IT first year subject. Course is Digital Logic and Application. So it is Module 2 Logic Gate. Let us start. Basically, in the earlier lecture, we have studied up with what is digital system, types of digital system, and in that we have discussed number system. After understanding number system, we have to understand what is logic gate. Logic gate is basically used in digital system, and why it is used, what are its purpose, we have to see in this. So basically we will start up with introduction, understanding the binary quantities and variable. Then we will start up with logic gates. What are logic gates? Different types of logic gates. Basics of combinational circuits. Now coming to logic gate. Basically it is a digital IC. Okay, when I talk about logic gate, it is used to create the digital circuits. Basic digital circuits. How it is created, we are using some IC, that is integrated circuit, and we have to verify that using truth table. So truth table is nothing but the verification condition. So we can say that it is used to create the digital circuits, which is called as logic gate, and there are three basic types of logic gate which we are going to study. From exam point of view, we have to study about symbol, truth table, it is a verification table, and its logical expression, and how we can implement this. So the functions of each gates can be represented by truth table using Boolean function. So let us start. So basic gate, logic gate is classified into three basic types. One is basic gate, one is special purpose gate, and then derived gate. We have to focus on basic gate. When I talk about basic gate, we can see the symbol of basic gate. There are two inputs which we can see here, A and B. Output is C. We have represented output as C. You can represent any variable. So two inputs, it can be 3 input, it can be 4 input, it can be n number of input. But what does this do? This input does the operation of multiplications. So whenever 2 input is there, 3 input is there, we have to multiply. So this is the output. C is output, A and B are the input. So when there are two input condition, we have discussed in previous videos that when there are two possible inputs, there is 4 condition. That is either 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Best example is nothing but suppose there are two switches. What possible condition you can do? You can switch on both or both off, either one on, one off, and vice versa. Okay, so here two inputs, so possible condition is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, so 0, 0s are 0. AND gate uses the operation of multiplication. We should understand this very well. So output expression will be C is equal to A into B. This is basically called as Boolean expression. So we have to just multiply these two bits. 0 zeros are 0, 0 ones are 0, 1 zeros are 0, 1 ones are 1. This is your output. We have thus verified output with respect to input, and this is the Boolean expression. C is equal to A into B. Similar to this, when there is a 3 input AND gate, you can just write A, B, C as an input, any variable as an output. You have to multiply with 3 possible conditions. That is, when the 3 dice we throw simultaneously, what will happen? What is the possible outcome? H, H, H to T, T, T. So there are total 8 outputs. Similar to this, we can use 3 input AND gate also. Coming to basic second gate, OR gate. When I talk about ORing, doing OR means we are adding the bits. Okay, we are adding the bits. So this is the symbolic representation of OR gate. A and B, output is C. So C is equal to A plus B. So operation is called as logical expression. Also it is called as Boolean expression. We can see that C is equal to A plus B. So what OR do? OR just add the bits. So we should remember about the binary arithmetic addition. So there are two inputs. We can say again 4 possible condition, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1 and 1 plus 1 is 1. This is the binary rule. Same rule is applicable over the OR gate. So this is the truth table, a verification table, this is symbol, and these are the logical expression. We should always remember logical expression. Output, that is addition when we are using OR gate. Coming to next, inverter. It is called as NOT gate. So basically AND or NOT. Okay. NOT is always having one input and one output. When I talk about NOT just do inverting. Matlab, if there will be 0, then output will be 1. Or if input is 1, output will be 0. So it just invert the output. 0 is replaced, 0 output will be 1 and 1 output will be 0. The symbolic representation is this, A and B. B is output, A is input. And this circle, it is called as bubble. Bubble means basically we are doing inverting the bits. In any symbol when there will be bubble, it means we are inverting the bit. So this is the respective output. 0 output will be 1 and 1 output will be 0. What about logical expression? So output is nothing but A bar. If it is A, then A bar. If it is A bar, then A. So this is the Boolean expression of NOT gate, which is also called as inverter. Coming to next, buffering. So when I talk about buffer, you can see this symbol. It is used in the implementation part of further circuit of combinational logic. This is just same respective output. See, A and B, if it is 0, then output will be 0. If it is 1, then output will be 1. So it is output is similar, output is same as that of the input. This is called as buffer gate. That doesn't comes under the basic gate, but we should understand this for the further implementation. Coming to next gate. See, only 3 gates are there in the basic gate, AND or NOT. Next is derived gate. Derived gate is also called as universal gate. So this is the second category of the gate. Universal gate is also called as derived gate. It is used to implement basic gate, any basic gate. Why it is called as universal gate and what are universal gate? This question comes in your exam. When I talk about universal gate, NAND and NOR, there are 2 gates, NAND and NOR, and this gate is universally accepted to implement basic gate. That is, you can use NAND gate and you can implement AND or NOT. Similarly, you can use NOR gate and you can implement AND or NOT. So let us discuss about its symbol, truth table and logical expression. So when I talk about NAND, NAND is not AND, not plus AND. We have used AND and NOT. So the symbol will be like this is the AND gate symbol and we are using bubble. Instead of bubble again you can draw NOT, but it is not required. We are simplifying this symbol. So this itself says that we are doing AND's inverter. So this is bubble. Bubble is nothing but NOT. So we know that in AND we are multiplying. 0 zeros are 0. 0 ka inverter 1. Again 0 ones are 0. If you are inverting 0, then again it is 1. 1 zeros are 0. Again it is 1. 1 ones are 1. 1 ka ulta 0. So we are inverting the bits. Okay. So this is the truth table of NAND gate. And the expression will be A into B bar. Bar, the meaning of bar is inverting the bits. So A into B, whatever the answer, it will be inverted. So the logical expression for the same is A into B bar. Coming to next gate, NOR gate. So this is the required symbol, truth table and Boolean expression. It is also called as logical expression. Look at the symbol. See, similar to OR gate, but just we have added bubble here. So bubble indicates inverter. So this is the symbol of NOR gate. Okay. Next is truth table. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 ka ulta 1. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 ka ulta 0. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 ka ulta 0. 1 plus 1, 1. Reverse of that 0. So we are just using OR and we are inverting the bits. So this is your NOR gate truth table. This is your output of the NOR gate. Okay. Now expression will be again similar, but we are inverting, so we are using A plus B bar. We are using A plus B bar. Next is XOR. XOR gate is again very important gate. It is a special purpose gate. What this gate says that this comes under special purpose gate. This is the symbol of XOR gate. What this says that, just remember, when both the input will be same, any input will be same, output remains low. If input bits are changing, like we can see in second and third, 0 zeros, output is 0. When both the inputs are low or high, output will always low. Low stands for 0, high stands for 1 in digital logic. So 0 0 is 0 and 1 1 is also 0. When I talk about 0 1 and 1 0, it is always high. Okay, the symbolic representation for this will be A XOR B. This signal, this symbol represent XOR. So C is equal to A XOR B. You can also consider this one logic. So one is in mean term M0, M1 and M2. So if you will see the input, this is A bar B, 0, if it is 0 we will be writing bar, and if it is 1 we will be writing no bar. So this expression can be A bar B plus AB bar, and if you are using that, in short we can write this A XOR B. This is the representation of XOR gate. So this is all about the logic gates. To understand further, we have to also understand Boolean algebra. Okay, Boolean algebra is nothing but, if we know about logic gates, there are some Boolean's law. Using that law, we can verify some logical expressions. Okay, in that we are using some constant. When I talk about Boolean algebra, Boolean constant is used. When I talk about Boolean constant, what are the two constants we are using in digital logic? It is either 0 or 1. So 0 in Boolean constant, 0 always stands for false, low logic, and 1 stands for true. Okay, when I talk about variable part, we can only take the values as 0 or 1. And when I talk about the functions of the Boolean, then we are using different logic function. It can be AND or NOT. These are the representations. Suppose I am using A into B. So A into B, in that A and B are the variable parts which we are using the logic 0 and 1, and multiplication is nothing but the function we are multiplying. So similarly OR and similarly NOT. So based on that, there are Boolean theorem also. There are some laws, Boolean's law, and identities which already we have studied in 12th class. So this expression, if it is clear, this is also called as Boolean identities. If this expressions or law is very much clear to you, then you can easily prove the Boolean expression, any Boolean logical expression. So in Boolean identities, if you know AND or NOT, there are three functions: AND function, OR function, NOT function. So these are the 0 zeros are 0. We know the truth table, so easily you can understand. 0 ones are 0, 1 zeros are 0, 1 ones are 1. A into 0 is always 0. 0 into A is always 0. But A 1 zar is A, 1 A zar is A. This is very common. But when I talk about A into A, it is not A square. In Boolean identities, A into A is always A. These are some OR function. This is not required, but we should know this. 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, A plus 0 is also A, 0 plus A is A plus 1 is 1. Since this is digital system, we are not using arithmetic function, we are using Boolean function. So these rules we should understand. A plus 1 is 1, 1 plus A is 1, A plus A is again not 2A, it is A. Then NOT function, 0 is 1, 1 is 0, and this is A double bar. Double bar is nothing but double inversion. So A double bar will always A. These are some identities, and this is very important Boolean's law. This we should by heart so that we can easily prove the logical expression. So in this law, there are three important laws: commutative law, distributive law, associative law. Absorption law, De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law, we will be having another lecture for this. So in that I will be discussing. So basically you have to remember only these three laws. Commutative law. A into B can be also written as B into A. A plus B is also written as B plus A. So A into B is equal to B into A plus B also B plus A. 2 3s are 6 and 3 2s are 6. So one and the same. Then distributive law. See, bracket mein hai A into bracket B plus C. So this is again very common. We are multiplying A with B and A with C. So AB plus AC. Similarly, if plus is there, you can represent separately A plus B and A plus C. Associative law, you can change the bracket, answer will remain same. A into BC is also equal to A into B in one bracket and C. Similarly, A plus B plus C is also equal to A plus B plus C. Then this part, absorption law, is nothing but this we will be understanding in the next video. Then these are the most important thing, and after this digital system is classified into two types, combinational and sequential. Combinational part is nothing but this is the very important topic in your same chapter, but we will be having a next video for this combinational circuit. So we are going to discuss in the next video about what is combinational circuit, what are its type and etc. definition. So I'll just say in short, combinational circuit is nothing but a digital system is classified into two types, combinational and sequential. Combinational circuit is nothing but output depends upon input. That's it. This chapter, this topic we will be seeing in the next video. Thank you.